Hello there, John Coleman here. Thought I'd wait till the first weekend in October to record this because I wanted to be able to bring you up to date on what had happened with the budget. Okay, basically there was concern as one of the parties with a general election coming up either before Christmas, early next year, most likely. One of the parties, Sinn Féin, were threatening to get rid of the Help to Buy scheme. So that has been extended, thank God, till the end of basically 2029. So there's been I think it's over 50,000 people have used it. So I think it's a very, very good scheme. What they have also done then as well, for people buying properties for over 1.5 million, they've upped the stamp duty rate to, let me just double check that figure here. That is in front of me. Sorry. To basically anyone over buying a house for over 1.5 million will basically the stamp duty will go up to 6%, and anyone over a million the stamp duty goes up to 2%. They've also done as well increased the stamp duty on people bulk buying houses, so try to discourage that effect. So if the so-called vulture funds are trying to buy over 10 properties, they have a much higher rate to pay. So hopefully that will help with the supply of new properties and they're not being taken off the market before first-time buyers get to have a look at it. Okay. So next thing I want to bring to your attention is there's a lot going on this month. The European Central Bank met in the middle of September and reduced the rates by 0.25%, which is their second reduction, thankfully. Now, again, the main issue is going to be when are the banks here going to follow suit? Well, one of them, AIB, pretty much followed suit there last week, so hopefully the others will follow in the very near future. As for future expectations around rates, the commentary after the meeting was very much a sort of we'll analyse this on a every meeting basis based on the data. There's no kind of absolute direction. Now that's a slight change from previous expectations, as in the rates were due to continue to come down. That is probably still the general consensus, but not with the same conviction as was there previously. Obviously, there's a lot going on in the world at the moment with the Middle East and Ukraine, so there are still inflationary risks. And once the inflation is to start creeping back up again, well, then that would forestall the reduction of rates. So that is something obviously we keep a very active eye on, and we'll bring it to your attention as soon as we get any more information. And then the third thing I wanted to bring to your attention, well, it's just more of a sort of internal process. We've been testing for a year now at this point our new system using basically modern AI to check paperwork as it's being as you're inputting it. Obviously, the biggest painful part of any mortgage process is getting your paperwork together. And what we have now launched as of last week is our system whereby when you upload your paperwork, you press a button and it'll actually tell you it's going to say real time, but within a minute or so, depending on the size, whether you've got it right or if you've got it wrong. Because what would often happen is people might to get 6 months, they might only give 3 months, and you'll get real-time information to help speed up the process. So obviously, what we're trying to do here is help with the journey and help it make it as easy as possible for people, but we're still here, right? I'm a big believer in using technology to help the customer's experience, but ultimately you're dealing with us, not technology. So we're still here to make this process as easy as possible for you, because it's hard enough to find a house. Try to make the mortgage part of it as easy as possible, and it goes a long way, in my opinion. So that's the news from our end. Looking forward to talking to you in the near future. Obviously, if you need an updated roadmap as to where you are, what you might need to do, you have my details. Just drop us a mail and we'll take it from there. Bye for now.